guys, good morning. Happy Easter today. Look, I'm planting out my little lettuce forest here. There's quite a few varieties, a few that didn't take very well this year, but it doesn't matter because I have so many others. And what's amazing is that within the next 24 to 48 hours, some of these darker leaves that you see are Merlots and Cimarrons. Once they get planted into the blood meal and the worm castings, they will actually change color very rapidly to the dark leaf lettuces. So I'm going to go ahead and get these started today, and I'm going to talk to you about how my seedling update is going. I have to pot up all of my peppers already, so I'll tell you how long they've been growing, and a few other updates. Maybe we'll take a little bit of a tour of the front yard so we can see all of the spring blooms, and let's get started. Okay, so two things that I found to be really important when you're planting your lettuce. The most important thing that you want to add when you're planting and not before is blood meal. This is the nitrogen fix that your greens need to get started, and they will explode once they go in the ground and you have some blood meal. I'm back. The next thing here is earthworm castings. This is another big boost of nitrogen and many nutritional factors that really, it's all natural, it's plant food, it's the most incredible thing. Now I add this to every single thing I plant every year. It won't burn anything, it's full of nutrients. I get this product to Costco. You can get it in many other places, but this is something that you should consider. Right now, I think it's $12.99 at Costco. I don't know how much it is in other places. At Costco, it usually goes on sale at some point late in spring. So blood meal and worm castings are what we'll be adding into the hole with each plant of lettuce. Now, for an example here, when I talked about the effects of blood meal and the worm castings on your lettuce starts, is that you can see this variety here. It has a little bit of a red tip. This is called Super Red Romaine, which I purchased the seeds from M.I. Gardener, I think 2 seasons ago. And wow, this grows the most beautiful red romaine lettuce. Very deep, dark color of red. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, I want you to keep in mind, in one of the next follow-up videos, I'll be showing you what this looks like after it hits the soil. This is all going to go from beautiful chartreuse green to very deep red. Now, I like to broadcast a lot of seeds into these containers to start my lettuce because it's a hit or a miss. Like this year, I had Lunix, red sales, bronze mignonette. None of them took, whereas they might take in the fall. I don't know. They seem to be a seasonal seed for me that I'm still trying to work out. But here's a variety called Little Gem. These are the most amazing little miniature heads of romaine lettuce, and I highly recommend this. If you sow your seeds a bunch in a container like this, you can still separate each little plant. Like there's probably 15, 20 little lettuce plants in here. So if you want to, you can rip them apart at the root carefully and plant them as individuals, or if they're a little bit smaller, you can actually gently prick them out. Usually I just go ahead and plant these types of things as one ball because I never really harvest lettuce by the head. I do the cut and come again method. And with 24 varieties of lettuce, every day I still get a big giant bowl of fresh lettuce leaves to go into my salad. And I never have to waste the head. It's always out here waiting for me in the garden. Now, something great that's happening today, and I really have to get this lettuce planted, is because within the hour there's going to be a pretty good rainstorm. Things are blowing away in the wind that is kicking up, so let me get this stuff in the ground. So anyway, guys, hopefully you can hear me from here. There are so many lettuce varieties that I really love. Like this is an oak leaf variety. Let me come closer to you. I purchased this seed from M.I. Gardener, and this is one of my more reliable lettuce seeds that I get. I think I'm going to make a list for you of the lettuces that I love the most, where I get the seed from, and the benefits of having all of these varieties of lettuce. Now, when I dig this hole, again, it's as deep as the root ball and about twice as wide. And when I amend this, there's no real method for me. It's a handful of worm castings and a handful of blood meal. So I just sort of, you know, sprinkle it on the top. Maybe a little bit more in that one. A little bit of blood meal. It's a couple teaspoons worth. Blood meal tends to not burn anything in the lettuce area. So I always do this before it rains. It's very, very important because you get nitrogen from the rain. If you can't seem to do this at a time before it's going to rain, oh, look at those root balls. You want to water it in really, really well. But when it comes to lettuce, lettuce is primarily made up of a lot of water, a lot of fiber, and why it's good for you. I mean, you really can't survive on lettuce alone, but I want you to think about creatures like rabbits and things that come forage on this, how resilient they are. The temperature changes, the winters that they live through, how prolific they are in hyperbreeding. Lettuce is a superfood. I don't care what anyone says. Iceberg, not so much. But when you get to these deep red Merlot level lettuces, they are absolutely good for you. There's a lot of hydration that happens with lettuce. It's great for your body. All of the fiber, the crunch, the flavor. It's an experience to have lettuce in your salad. All right, so that easy. My lettuce bed is planted up for the season, and this will be good until the heat of summer causes it to bolt. But I try to plant varieties that are long-standing. Now, like I said, it's about to rain very, very shortly. This lettuce will wilt, it will take a hit, it will become filthy dirty from the rain, but within a few days, it just comes back to life. All of the colors come back, and it's so worth growing. Now, something else I wanted to show you, and yes, we have not weeded yet. Everything is a little bit messy. I'm sure those of you who garden can feel the pain of that. Sorry for the wind. This is kale that I grew last year. I started it in August. It's been out here through 2 feet of snow, just like I was telling you about the spinach that made it. This is red Russian, scarlet kale, blue curled Scotch. This was a Nero di Toscano. I have several varieties here. This is another superfood, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and harvest a good bit of this today because the cabbage loopers are officially out, and with the heat coming, you can see this is what it looks like when your kale bolts and it goes to seed. So you kind of want to get it out at this point, unless you're going to harvest the seeds, because you will have kale everywhere, and the cabbage loopers tend to really like when the brassicas go to seed. I'm not really sure why. So anyway, soon we'll be clearing out this bed. This will be all beans. I did have all cabbages back here, as well as the kale in the winter. So that is yet one more chore to do to get this bed situated. And then we have our lettuce bed, and we will soon be getting soil to plant, or to fill up all of our galvanized beds and refresh all of our beds. Always lots and lots of chores here in our backyard garden. So let's go take a walk real quick and see what's blooming for the springtime, and then I'll talk to you about what my peppers starts look like. Guys, I gave the lettuce a little bit of a drink just in case, because it's so warm today, but the winds are starting to kick up, and you can see here comes that storm I was telling you about. Oh boy, I hope it's not going to be too windy. Well, you guys, I am out in the front of the property now, and when I turned the corner from the garage, it smelled like a freshly opened bar of Camay soap. For those of you who have been around for a minute, I don't even think they make Camay soap anymore, but for some reason, that's what the smell of daffodils and hyacinths together remind me of. These daffodils here were mostly here when we moved in 12 years ago. So, oh my goodness, let's go for a walk down the front so you can see tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths. This tulip here, or daffodil I should say, we love. This is the Tahiti variety from Longfield Gardens that we bought at Costco. Let's focus, little girl. So beautiful. We have lots and lots of hyacinths. I will tell you, if you've never planted hyacinths or allium before, they burn like hot peppers when you touch these bulbs on your skin. So deer and rabbit tend to not mess with them. And if you surround your blooming tulips, you can see all the little tulip heads coming up, with these daffodils, hyacinths, alliums. The alliums come up mostly after everything, but as they send up their greens, the deer and rabbits still don't like them. They will come in. We had a few casualties. You can see over here the deer and the rabbits were chewing. One night I came out and there were like 25 deer on the lawn right at the front door, chewing away in here, coming to the front door. But anyway, that really is a tip to help you to keep some of the critters away from your bulbs. Now you'll see I also have some eggshells scattered about. There's coffee grinds. They don't like that either. But yeah, anyway, it looks so beautiful. We have not really done a great reveal of our front lawn. We were supposed to do that a year and a half ago, but we just never got to it. Look at the beautiful daffodils that we planted. This project was a huge project, you guys, and I'm going to get into all of that with you about the changes that we made out here, because I'm certain someone has noticed there is no grass in the front of our property. But look at this. And again, you guys, today is Easter. What is, this couldn't be more perfect. I mean, this is literally an Easter bouquet right on my front lawn. This is way better than grass. Oh, look at you, happy little flower. My gosh. Spring blooms, they just touch me. I can't even articulate to you how Easter flowers make me feel. Here comes another Tahiti about to open up with the beautiful orange edges on it. Absolutely gorgeous. So you may have heard me mention that we had 2 feet of snow a few weeks ago, and it literally took my little tree down. But it's been here since we moved in, and we kept it pruned like a tree. And it normally always canopies over the walkway here, and I love walking under it and seeing these beautiful pink flowers. They are so gorgeous. But unfortunately, when the 2 feet of snow came, it put such a heavy snow load on the tree itself that it knocked it down. So now, if it was just us here, I would leave it, but you will literally bang your head on this tree, and I'm so afraid that someone will come up here that we were not expecting and get hurt. So we're going to let her bloom this year, and then unfortunately we have to take her down. So for the sake of a memory, we'll get a little bit of video here of our beautiful little tree with the pink flowers. So here is my tray of various peppers. And again, I had a weird germination thing where some took and some didn't, as well as my eggplant. I always get Rosita eggplants to start for me, no problem. But this year, they just didn't want to start. And I had a Casper that I thought wasn't going to start, but it took its good old time and it popped up anyway. So these guys, I have a variety of super hot peppers like datil or datil. Listen, I always say datil, but a few people really got on me for that who were from Florida. So datil or datil, Florida folks, I am trying, bear with me. I have the Megatron, jalapeno, lots of shishitos, Whopper peppers, Keystone Resistant, Sunbright, Coral Bell. This year we're doing mostly frying level peppers like Jimmy Nardello's, Cubanellas or Cubanelle, however you want to say that. Notapeno, I absolutely love Notapeno. So I'm focusing on that size as well as pepperoncini. They're just easier to handle. We don't eat a whole lot of bell peppers anymore. I can't eat them. They give me bad acid reflux. Whereas the smaller frying peppers like the shishitos, which I do pan blistered, are absolutely delicious. They pack all sorts of nutrients. So if you like a mildly hot pepper that you can control the heat on by simply removing seeds or leaving seeds in, I recommend a shishito. If you like the flavor of notapeno or jalapenos, but you don't want any heat at all, you could grow a notapeno, which is really very delicious. Sorry, we have parrots if you don't know that. The datil pepper, though, is burn your face off hot. Farmer John will eat that, and he'll put on a show like it doesn't burn, but I know it's burning. I won't go near it. It would kill me. So anyway, we have to get these guys potted up today. And let me pop one of these cells out so we can see. I'm also going to talk to you about air pruning. Now you can see, I hope, let's see if we can get in under here. The roots are starting to come out of the bottom. So this is a good example of when you want to start getting ready to pot up your starters. Here's a little tray of my notapenios. You see, I'm trying to get a good place for you to see the roots coming out. All right, let's get under there. Now, once they get to this point, once you can see the roots coming out on your little starters, you really want to consider potting them up. Now, this type of little starting trays are from Bootstrap Farmer. I can post a link for you. These types of cells air prune. And basically air pruning is really a good thing to have because it doesn't allow the root to become too root bound. It really prevents it from wrapping around on itself, and they stay well behaved. And I really, really love the Bootstrap Farmer. If you've considered them but haven't taken the plunge, Bootstrap Farmer products are absolutely superior. They haven't cracked, they haven't broken, they don't leak. I have had the black, these guys up here from Lowe's. They tend to crack up here in the corner. And when you go to bottom water and you fill it up and you realize that you have a leak and your hardwood floors are saturated because you didn't know that you had a crack in it, Bootstrap Farmer's worth the investment because you only have to buy it once for many years. I'm in, I think, my 3rd or 4th season with them. This is really awesome. So now even my tomato starts here, you can tell when they just get chronically dry that they want to be potted up. These have truly their second leaves. I like to give them a little bit of movement here. I don't have a fan running. Many people use a fan. I don't not recommend it. It's just something that I don't personally do. But we have our tomatoes getting ready to pot up. Tons and tons of flowers, you guys. I'm growing a lot of agastache and salvias now. Here goes some of my petunia varieties. Let's see what is up here. Different dill. This is all for my butterfly gardens. Dill, fennel, parsley. I have snapdragons, lots of sweet alyssum, lots more of petunias, things in here that are still germinating. Let's see what's interesting over here. Oh, these are the bunny tails. If you've seen this variety being offered from Botanical Interest, these really are very easy to grow. Seasonal ornamental grass that gets the most adorable little puffy seed pod on the top that is just like a bunny tail. It's amazing. So all of my sweet alyssum is doing really great. Dianthus and gazania. So very excited. And I can't wait to clean up in here because once you start a project like this in your kitchen, you have soil all over the place for at least 8 weeks. So that's all about potting up peppers, air pruning, planting lettuce, showing you my pepper starts and getting caught up with my seedlings for the year. Now, something I want to point out to you. See that structure in the background? We were just shooting a video about it yesterday. Yes, it's a carport, but we're going to get into more details with you about what it is that we're building there. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You know, all of us YouTubers ask you guys to do that. It helps us with the algorithm, you guys. We try to bring you information. We need to reach the masses. And the only way you ever get there as a YouTuber is if you have interaction, likes, shares, subscriptions, things like that in the notification bell, because YouTube wants to know that you're interested. So anyway, we always have a variety of things here at our backyard garden, you guys. And if you don't know us and this is the first time you've stopped in, we are in New Jersey, Zone 7A. And we do everything from flowers to vegetables, harvesting and building things, all sorts of projects. And it seems that we've become the lighting experts of the YouTube world. No, not really, just kidding. We do a lot on landscape lighting, and we have some more coming up in the future of that as well. So anyway, you guys, thanks for staying with me till the end. I hope you like this video. Again, give it a thumbs up. We hope to see you in the next video. Look at crazy Farmer John out there. The heavens have opened, but the man is dedicated to the weeding and the spring cleanup. You gotta love it. We always joke around and say when you get wet in the rain, it reminds you that you're still alive.